Hello, Lakefield. This is Earth Week. It's time to take on the LCS Mask Challenge. With items you can find around your home, I challenge you to make a mask and keep yourself, your family safe through the COVID-19 pandemic. This video includes 2 challenges. Choose the one best for you. Challenge 1 makes a mask with no sewing involved. An effective mask when physical distancing is difficult, and this will keep you safer in public spaces. The second challenge is a Sone Mask for all those with access to a sewing machine. A simple project, even for beginner sewers. Let's get started. Here is the Nosew Mask. Gather together scissors, ruler or tape measure, pencil, and 2 large hair elastics, and a piece of cotton fabric. An old clean pillow slip or a sheet is a good option, or perhaps something more colorful like a bandana. You're going to measure out and cut your fabric into a 20 by 13 inch rectangle. That would be 50 centimeters and 33 centimeters if you're going by metric. This mask is made by folding the material into thirds and keeping the long edge. Thread the elastics on each end. Fold the sides over into the middle of the rectangle and then tuck the ends from one side into the fabric of the other side. To wear this mask, hook elastics over the ears and adjust for comfort. Be sure your nose and mouth are fully covered. On to the second challenge, the Sone Mask. There are lots of variations on the internet. This is a simple one. This time we'll start with 2 pieces of fabric. Once again, an old cotton pillowcase or bedsheet would work well. I happen to have some cotton from another project, and I wanted to make Army a hockey-themed mask. So gather together your sewing machine, thread, spool, and bobbin, something to make 4 ties, shoelace, or maybe even make a fabric tie, between 10 and 20 inches long, or 50 centimeters. The fabric is going to be cut to 9 by 7 inches, or 23 by 18 centimeters. You'll need 2 pieces. Gather an ironing board, iron, and a water mister, and you're ready to start. Once cut, if the fabric has a right side for fabrics, place the 2 right sides together. The first step is to cut some ties. For the hockey theme, I used skate laces, but you can use any clean shoelace or make a fabric tie. You'll want 4 of them, about 18 to 20 inches long. The first sewing involved a seam at the top and the bottom of the mask, along the long sides. This next step can be tricky. You want to sew the ties in. However, we're going to turn the whole mask inside out. So you start by putting the ties on the inside of the tunnel of the fabric and pinning the ties close to the seams you just made. Sew the first end of the rectangle and take a moment to go back and forth over the area where the tie is fastened into the seam. Remove the pins after the sewing is complete. On the second end of the rectangle, we are going to leave the middle open so we can turn the whole mask inside out. Prepare by tucking the ties safely in the center of the mask. Pinning the last 2 ties in place, and then sew this end, leaving the middle 2 to 3 inches open. Like before, sew the seam with an extra back and forth over the area where the ties are pinned and fastened. Also, remember to go back and forth as you start and finish every seam, particularly these at center. Remove the pins and you're ready for the hard part. It's time to turn the mask right side out carefully. Once turned right side out, your mask will look like this. Time to take your mask to an iron. Give your mask a mist and press your mask flat. Notice that one side of your mask is open, and you will want to make sure that the edges are tucked inside. It's time to add some pleats. We're going to add 2 pleats. Add a fold into the mask and pin at the edges on each side. And repeat. And press again, being sure to get the edges. You're almost done. Sew around the edges of your mask. Be careful and slow as you go over the pleats. Remember to go back and forth at the beginning and at the end of each seam. To turn each corner, leave the needle in the fabric, lift the foot, and swivel the fabric 90 degrees. Trim your ends, and you are done. This pattern is easy to modify to the materials you have and to different sizes and shapes. Looking good, Army. Bye for now.